Starting a blog can really change your life, from getting out of the 9-to-5 lifestyle to spending more time with your family and really being your own boss. And one of the first steps to starting a blog is choosing your blogging niche. Making this decision can be pretty overwhelming at first, so that's why in this video we are going to talk about the 6 most popular blogging niches and how you can make money with them. All that and more coming up. Hi, my name is Sarah and I am a full-time blogger. And my mission here on this channel is to teach women how to get out of the 9-to-5 lifestyle and start their own blogs. And one of the first steps to starting your blog is choosing a niche. And the first niche that I want to talk about today is lifestyle blogging. Lifestyle blogging is super popular. It seems wherever you go, you can find somebody who falls under the category of lifestyle blogging. But what is lifestyle blogging? In my opinion, lifestyle blogging itself really isn't a niche, or if it is a niche, it's too broad of a niche to actually start in. It's really like a broad categorization of a niche, in my opinion. Because lifestyle blogging is really open to interpretation. You can be a lifestyle blogger that blogs about motherhood, food, travel, fashion, all these different types of topics and still fall under the lifestyle blogging niche. It can be a very general topic, and basically it's just when you blog about things that are going on in your life. Now it's fine to call yourself a lifestyle blogger, but you need to narrow down more than that into what we call sub-niches. And the rest of the topics that we talk about today could all be considered lifestyle topics that are sub-niches of the whole lifestyle blogging in itself. But they're also really popular niches on their own. The second niche we're going to talk about is fashion. Now, if you want to start a fashion blog, you have to make sure you are really ready to keep up with all things fashion, what's in season and what is out of season. Now, the way fashion bloggers generally make their money is through affiliate marketing. You may have seen a style icon on Instagram telling you that you can shop their look by a link in the Instagram bio. This is how they make a portion of their money. If they show you a look that they are wearing and you want to shop that look as well, you can click a link in the bio and purchase whatever it is that they are wearing. Fashion bloggers can do gift guides for the holidays, recommend fashion that they have bought during a fashion haul, or talk about jewelry and more. Now, the 2 main apps I see fashion bloggers using the most is an app called Like to Know It and one called Shop Style Collective. Now, unfortunately, I am not a fashion blogger. So because of that, I don't know much about these apps or the requirements to using them. But if you are interested in becoming a fashion blogger and you want to check out these apps for yourself, I will leave links down to both of them in the description below and you can see what the requirements are for joining them. Fashion bloggers also do well with brand deals. Now, brand deals can vary between person to person and company to company. But the way a brand deal typically goes is you will either reach out to them or they will reach out to you for a collaboration. And then they will either send you clothes or jewelry or some other type of product for you to either review on your blog or post on social media. The terms and conditions of what you have to do will vary from person to person as well. And you can either get a one-time payment just for the post, or you can get a link to their affiliate program, and every time somebody makes a sale from that link, you will get a commission from it. And that goes back into fashion bloggers making their money from affiliate marketing. Or if you get a special deal, you may be able to get both of them. You get paid for the post and you also can get paid every time somebody clicks on the link and makes a purchase. In the future, I will do a video that goes more in depth into these topics. So if you don't understand affiliate marketing or brand deals, don't worry, I will go over it in a later video. Food blogging is the next niche we are going to talk about. Now, food blogging is a good niche to get into if you enjoy cooking or baking and writing up recipes and teaching people how to cook them. Food bloggers generally make a good chunk of their income from running ads on their site. And if you think about the way you interact with a food blog, it kind of makes sense. When you first decide to cook a recipe for dinner, you usually go to Google and type in chicken pot pie recipe. And you're going to click on a couple recipes and find one that you want. Once you find one that you want, you have to scroll through the list of recipes and make sure that you have all of the ingredients. You're going to have to check to make sure you have each ingredient, and the ones that you don't, you're going to write down and then go to the store to buy them. But you haven't actually made the recipe yet. There's a good chance that you've actually bookmarked the page so that you can go back to it when it's actually time to cook the recipe. So once you have all the ingredients and it's time to cook, you're going to go back to the website and you're going to scroll through the recipe all over again so that you can actually see how to cook the recipe. All that time spent on a food blogger's site is helping them get their ads seen and potentially clicked on. They can also make money with affiliate marketing, though maybe not as much. You can either recommend the utensils that you use, like the ladles and the spoons, or you could recommend maybe the crock pot that you're using. They don't tend to get a ton of money from affiliate marketing from what I've seen, but it is possible. You can also potentially get brand deals, although I feel like this is probably going to be one of the least ways that you are going to make money through a food blog, because you can maybe get a brand deal from one of those places that brings fresh ingredients to your door, or you can maybe become an affiliate for a crock pot or a kitchen utensil that you use, something like that. But that's probably going to be the least way that food bloggers are going to make their income. The next niche is travel blogging. This niche is really popular because it's like the dream for some people. They think that they get to travel the world and get paid to do it. But that is a huge misconception in the travel blogging niche, because while I'm not in the travel blogging niche myself, I do have a lot of friends on Twitter in the travel blogging niche, and that is not how they travel. If you are thinking about getting into the travel blogging niche, you have to understand that a lot of your trips that you are going to be making are going to be on your own dime. I only know a few bloggers that get some of their trips paid for, but even the most popular travel bloggers I know don't get all of their trips paid for by a company. So you have to consider that if you're thinking about going into this niche. It is going to be on your dime, especially in the beginning. So of course, one of the ways that travel bloggers can make money is through getting sponsorships. You talk to a brand about going to their hotel, or you talk to the restaurant about going into their restaurant and getting food. But a lot of these are not going to be paid sponsorships. You might get a complimentary trip, like you could stay at their hotel for free, but you might not actually get any money for the post. Just like with fashion bloggers getting sponsorships, it really depends person to person what you're going to get when you get a sponsorship. But I still look at this as a good thing, because you can still save money in blogging by getting your travel or your room complimentary as opposed to paying for it yourself, and you get a blog post out of it. Travel bloggers also can do a little bit in affiliate marketing with the best luggage or the best backpacks, or you could also talk about what you bought while you were traveling and do like a clothing haul or a souvenir haul once you get back. The next niche you can get into is the DIY bloggers niche. So this is another broad niche that you can break down into more subtopics. So for example, you could blog about a specific craft. You can talk about kids crafts and go more into mommy blogging, which is also another really popular niche. You can talk about crafts like crochet, DIY home decor. You could make jewelry. There are a ton of different niches that you can go into inside of the DIY blogging topic. This is actually a niche that I was in before I started this blog here, Business Women Thrive. I had a crochet and DIY blog. And one of the ways that I made money in that niche was by selling my products. So you could start an Etsy store and sell your homemade products to people. That is probably the main way that you can make money with DIY crafts. You could also make money in affiliate marketing by recommending the products that you use to make whatever your DIY craft is. And you could kind of do like a materials list so that you could recommend all of the products that you used to make that DIY craft for people to go buy and replicate the product that you're making. This also may be another good blog for ads, because similar to the way that you interact with a food blog, you could interact with a DIY blog the same way. You have to go and read how to make the DIY project, and then you have to make sure that you have all of the materials. Once you go buy all of the materials, you have to actually go back to the DIY blog to learn how to make them. So that could be a great place for some really good ad revenue as well. The next niche we're going to talk about is beauty blogging. You could blog about different makeup looks, seasonally trending makeup looks, or you could even branch out into the hair and nails part of beauty. Beauty bloggers will make their money in similar ways to all of the other bloggers by using affiliate marketing. You could recommend the different makeup that you use, you can do a gift guide for the holidays, or you can get sponsorships as well. You can try to get on a famous beauty person's PR list and get makeup sent to you for review. I see a lot of famous YouTube beauty gurus do this. For example, if somebody like Kylie Jenner was releasing a makeup palette, if you are on her PR list, and they usually do a YouTube video on it showcasing the makeup and telling their followers whether they like it or not. Now, I'm assuming you don't get paid for this. You may only get free products in the exchange. And it's really up to you if you are okay with getting free product in exchange for a YouTube video or blog post. Some bloggers swear off getting free products in exchange for a review. And others, like me, I don't really mind so much. So it's really up to you to decide whether that's something that you are okay with getting. I personally think it is worth it, especially because in the beginning, it's more about influence. If you've never worked with a brand ever before, and you have zero experience working with brands, and you have no portfolio to show, and you expect to get paid for a brand to review their product, it seems a little wild to me that you would expect money from a brand when you don't even have a portfolio to show them that you are actually good at working with brands. Like, if you can't show a brand that you are good and reliable at reviewing products, why should they go with you when they can go to this other blogger who's more experienced and has a portfolio of other brands that they've worked with for sponsorships? Now, I don't say this to offend you, but just think about how you want to take your own business. For example, my first brand collaboration was with a beauty salon. They emailed me and they asked if I wanted to review these face masks for them. And I agreed. They sent me the face masks. I didn't get paid for it, but I wrote a blog post for them anyway. But even because I didn't get paid this time, I now have one brand deal under my belt that I can put in my media kit and take to other brands and say, this is what I have done. So now I have experience working with a brand, and I can have influence for later for hopefully working with other brands and getting paid for those sponsorships. Now, this is kind of like a total tangent, but this is something serious to think about when you are deciding how you're going to make money with your blog. So as you can see, the way that bloggers make money is pretty similar, but you have to tailor it to whatever your blog niche is. In the future, I'm going to be creating a video on this topic and the best ways that bloggers make money and be going more in depth on it. But for now, this is just a good overview of the different niches and how you can make money with them. And now I want to pass the question off to you. What niche are you thinking about going in, and how do you think you're going to be making money with that niche? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you want to go more in depth on this topic about how to choose a blogging niche, you can click or tap the screen right here and it'll take you to that video where I go more in depth on this topic. Or you can click or tap the screen right here to check out the video that YouTube has personally picked out for you. Don't forget to hit the like button if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel down below to get videos like this every week. And I will see you next Thursday. Bye!